What is going on YouTube? It's your boy Sam from Team Xanax here, and today guys, I'm coming at you with my first place OTS hero deck profile for you guys today. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. This weekend I took heroes to locals and I ended up going undefeated. First place gets 5 OTS pack 10s and second place gets 3 OTS pack 10s, and there was a total of 7 rounds, 4 rounds of Swiss and 3 rounds top 8. During Swiss I played against 1 Blackwing, 1 Silent Great, 1 Thunder Dragon and 1 Hero Mirror match, and in top 8 I played against 1 Infernoid and 2 Thunder Dragons, and there was about 25-30 people at my local this weekend, so it was a pretty small tournament. But regardless, I wanted to give you guys an update on what my hero deck looks like, and if you guys want to see more deck profile like this within the future, make sure you guys go down there right now and smash that 1,000 plus likes. That'll be very awesome. And near the end of the video, I'll showcase you guys some combos you guys can actually do with this deck, so make sure you guys stay tuned for that. So enough talking, without further ado, let's get started with the deck profile. Start with the monster real quick and play, of course, double element hero Stratos. This card is the heart and soul of the entire deck. Ideally, you want to open up with this card in your first opening hand. There are so many different ways you can actually get to element hero Stratos, and as soon as you get access to this card, you pretty much have your combos flowing. This card searches any hero monster directly from your deck to your hand, and also at the same time it destroys any problematic floodgates on your opponent's side of the field. So there are times where I have 3+ hero monsters on the field and I summon Stratos, I'll be able to destroy 3 spawn trap cards on my opponent's side of the field. And the wonderful thing about Stratos is that this card is not once per turn, so if you're actually able to normal summon or special summon this card multiple times in one turn, you're still going to be able to get its effect to either destroy spawn trap cards or search any hero monster directly from your deck to your hand. So Stratos coming to 2 off this new balance really helped with the deck consistency by a ton. So 2 Stratos definitely a must-have in this deck. Of course, Triple Vision Hero Ferris. This card is so good. This card alongside Stratos is a new starter card in your entire deck. This card is essential for all your combo plays as well. Vision Hero Increase. This card is absolutely amazing as well. Vision Hero Ferris is the starter card, not Vision Hero Increase. And the way that you can easily special summon Ferris is by sending one other hero monster you control to the graveyard to special summon this card from your hand. And like I said, when this card is special summoned, you basically get to send Vision Hero Increase to your spawn trap card zone. It will be treated as continuous trap card. So you play around Imperial Order like crazy. Increase is not treated as a spell. It is treated as a continuous trap card. Imperial Order will not shut down Increase whatsoever. So that's a really wonderful thing for you guys to know. Increase has the abilities that you contribute 1 hero monster on your side of the field to special summon this card from your spawn trap card zone. And once this card is special summoned, you basically get to special summon a Vision Hero monster directly from the deck. And the Vision Hero that you're going to special summon is obviously double Vision Hero Vion. This card dumps any hero monster to the graveyard, and at the same time you can banish a hero monster from the grave, tap polymerization directly from your deck to your hand. So this whole package right here is what the deck is revolving around. So you basically just want to go second with this deck, because going first, this deck doesn't really have really strong opening plays other than Dark Law Pass, whereas going second, you have multiple plays to actually produce an OTK. That's pretty much it for your Vision Hero engine. Next card to play, of course, double element hero Shadow Mist. Card is really good, especially with Fusion Destiny. Shadow Mist is absolutely insane. So this card searches any hero monster like Stratos and also get access to Mass Change, which is really good. So double Shadow Mist. Next, I'm playing double element hero Soul Soldier. This card is absolutely insane. It has an effect, especially on a hero monster, when this card is normal summon, and also at the same time when this card is sent to the graveyard using a spell card's effect, you basically get a special summon a hero monster from their graveyard in defense position, which is really crucial. Okay, so there are times when you activate polymerization to fuse Soul Soldier on the field. Soul Soldier will get its effect to bring out Stratos from the graveyard or bring out Shadow Mist from the graveyard. It's just so many combo plays you can actually use with element hero Soul Soldier that you cannot afford to cut this card down to 1, in my opinion. So overall, Soul Soldier is a very solid card in this deck. The most important effect is using polymerization while it's on the field, and also mass changing into this card, and also using mass change to make Diane to trigger off Soul Soldier's graveyard ability, which is really insane. So double Soul Soldier. Next off, your Destiny Hero engine, you're gonna play, of course, double Destiny Hero Malicious. Cross Crusader can special summon Malicious from the graveyard, which is really good. And next, you're gonna play, of course, 1 Dynatag and also the 1 Destiny Hero Celestial. So you guys know what this means. This means that I'm playing the Destiny Hero Fusion engine. Destiny Fusion engine is absolutely insane. If you activate Destiny Fusion and you resolve it, you pretty much just win the game, okay? And you often send these 2 cards to the graveyard, or you send Celestial or Dynatag with Shadow Mist. It all depends on what cards you have in your hand, right? Where if you have no cards in your hand, you can banish this card and a Destiny Hero monster from the graveyard, draw 2 cards, and you can activate this card's effect the turn it was sent to the graveyard. So this card is just really good for follow-up plays during the following turn. Dynatag is just really great as well. It is used for Dystopia, where you can banish this card from the graveyard, target a Destiny Hero monster you control, it gains 1,000 attack. So you can combo this card up with Dystopia, make Dystopia gain 1,000 attack, and then activate Dystopia's ability to reduce its attack to destroy a card on your opponent's side of the field, which is really good. During the damage calculation in either player's turn, when you would take battle damage, you can discard this card, make yourself take no battle damage from that battle, and if you do, each player takes 1,000 damage. So essentially, this card can actually cowboy for a game, or this card can actually becomes really good in time. So that's pretty much it for all the Destiny Hero monsters you're playing in the deck. And last but not least, I'm playing the one Elemental Hero Honest Neos to run off for your hero monsters that you're playing in the deck. Once you search Honest Neos, you're not losing that game. Like you're OTKing your opponent that turn, that exact same turn you're searching Honest Neos. So card is absolutely insane. So next off for your hand traps, you're always blind second, in which is what the deck is designed to do. You're gonna play, of course, triple Gold Soldier. This lineup is absolutely perfect. Okay, 3 Gold Soldier, really mandatory. Triple Infinite Impermanence, 2 Ash Blossom, double Effect Veiler to run off our hand traps. For our hand traps, you are always blind second, okay? You never go first with this deck. If you win the die roll, you go second. If you have the chance to choose, you are always going second. Impermanence is probably the best hand trap in today's metagame because this card can get called by the grave. And also at the same time, going second, if you have multiple impermanences in your hand, you can activate both impermanents in the exact same turn. It has no once per turn restriction, which is what makes impermanence really, really good. The reason why you're playing Gold Soldier is because Pendulums and Thunder Dragons are the most dominant decks in today's metagame. So hitting the Guard Dragon like LP is absolute mandatory. Hitting the Electrum is absolute mandatory. So Ghost Ogre is an absolute must. Effect Veiler is also really good as well, because one, it's not once per turn. So if you have multiple copies of Effect Veiler in your hand, you can activate both of them in the exact same turn. I believe 2 Ash is good enough. I felt like Ogre and Infinite Impermanence is just far more better than Ash Blossom. Like I said, you're always blind second. And once you blind second, you have a higher chance of actually seeing a hand trap. And also at the same time, seeing multiple hand traps is also really good as well going second. So that's pretty much it for all the hand traps that you're playing in the deck. Let's go off to the spells. Before we get started with the spells, if you guys want to help support the channel, make sure you guys get this awesome Elemental Hero Stratos playmat today. Hit the link in the description box below at tx1.com. This is the Stratos playmat with the Elemental Hero Honest Neos. So if you guys are huge fans of heroes and want to help support the channel, make sure you guys get your playmats today in the link in the description box below. They'll be absolutely amazing. Combo starters, triple Destiny Fusion. My last deck profile, I said the Zod version was better. I would like to apologize. You know, when I say something and I'm wrong, I like to admit that I'm wrong. I playtested both version, Zod and Fusion Destiny, and both version has their pros and cons. The Zod version gets access to Stratos anytime you want, which is really nice, but Fusion Destiny is just so much more better. Fusion Destiny just overall gave me the most positive results. It's a Shadow Fusion for heroes without your opponent having to control an extra deck monster. This card is ridiculous, man. Most oftentimes I use this card as bait because I'll activate this card. Oh, my opponent will read it. They'll be like, okay, I'm gonna ash this. And once they ash that, I am free to play with my Vision Hero Fierce combo. So Destiny Fusion is absolutely insane. So good. Triple E-Call. Yep. Absolute mandatory as well. Triple Mass Change. Obviously, card is so good with Diane, man. It's so good. For a 1-house, 1 reinforce of the army, 1 polymerization, only 1 copy of polymerization, and last but not least, 1 a hero lives. You're going to be special Stratos 1000% of the time once you resolve a hero live. So there are a lot of ash baits that your opponent can ash in this deck. They can ash hero lives, Destiny Fusion, E-Call, but your whole entire play just resolves around Ferris resolving. And once Ferris resolves, you're pretty much going to be OTKing your opponent with Trinity. So that's pretty much it for the spells. For the extra deck, real quick, for the Mass Hero stuff, you know, play, of course, double Mass Hero Darklaw, the 1 Mass Hero Anki, Mass Hero Diane. This card is my favorite, man. Like Soul Soldier with Mass Change, so good, man. And next, 1 Mass Hero Blast. Card is so good with Stratos. With Stratos and Hero Blast, like you get rid of multiple spells in 1 turn. That's pretty much it for all the Mass Hero engine you're playing in the deck. Vision Hero Adoration and Vision Hero Trinity. This card becomes 5,000 on summon, and with Honest Neos, he becomes 7,500, which can attack 3 times on monsters. Trinity is just so broken. This is how I OTK'd every single one of my opponent. I just made this card and it just attacked. You always want to blind second, and going second, this deck just has so much more potential because you have so much damage output going second. Going first is not even worth it. Dystopia, dangerous. I usually send Celestial and also Shadow Mist to the graveyard, so Shadow Mist can search one of my combo pieces directly from my deck to my hand. Gains 100 for each hero with different names in the graveyard, and it also does piercing damage. 1 extra hero Wonder Driver. You can recycle Polymerization, your Mass Change, and last but not least, extra hero Cross Crusader. This card is ridiculous. The best extra deck monster in my deck, hands down. It requires 2 warrior monsters. When this card is link summoned, you special a Destiny Hero monster from the graveyard. You can tribute a Destiny Hero monster, search any hero monster directly from your deck to your hand. So that's pretty much it for the hero link monster playing the deck. And for the last 2 cards, I'm playing the 1 Starring Venom Fusion Dragon and the Psyframe Lord Lambda. Games 2 and 3, if you have Super Polymerization, you can Super Poly their Colossus and their Hard Red into Starring Venom Fusion Dragon, and then use one of your monsters to make a Lambda. And like that's pretty much it. So that way that you can just free up your extra monster zone. You can actually use any other generic link 2 monsters instead of Psyframe Lord Lambda. But the reason why Lambda is in here is because it's like the biggest generic Link 2 monster in my opinion. So I decided to just put Cypher and Lord Lambda in here. So that's pretty much it for the extra deck. Now off to your side deck real quick, play of course Super Polymerization. To be honest guys, I kind of wish I play like Escarado, use your Colossus to make Starry Venom Fusion Dragon, and then you just crash the enter battle phase, crash Starry Venom Fusion Dragon, and then destroy all monsters on their opponent's side of the field, which is really good. Of course, the one Predator Plant Fusion. This card is in here only for the Pendulum matchup. So the fusion monster you use on your opponent is the Vortex. You use Jackal, you can use Boar Savage Dragon. Next off, play of course Show Red Reboot. This card's in here for trap decks. And last but not least, play of course double Twin Twisters to run off for your going second cards. These cards are just all going second cards against majority of your matchups. You're trying to OTK your opponent, right? So once you resolve Red Reboot, you pretty much just win the game. So these are pretty much it for your going second cards. And then for your going first cards, double Rivalry of Warlords. Your entire deck is all Warriors, so Rivalry is amazing. Double Solemn Strike, and last but not least, double Dimensional Barrier. The reason why I'm playing D-Barrier is because my locals is filled with Pendulums and Thunder Dragons, and same thing goes for Solemn Strike. Like, these cards are just really good against Pendulums, and that's what my local is just flooded with. There are ways when you know your opponent is going to force you to go first. So for example, if you win the die roll, and you choose go second, and you ended up winning game 1 going second, games 2, your opponent is going to force you to go first. So you side these cards in going first. They're going to force you to go first because once they know that you want to go second, they're going to force you to go first. So you side these cards in going first. But in game 1, you lose the die roll and they choose to go first and you still won going second. They're going to be more than likely to choose first. And like I said with this deck, you always want to go second. So if you end up losing game 2 while they force you to go first, games 3 go second. You have triple Super Poly, 10 hand traps going second. Always go second with this deck, okay? Never want to go first. This deck strives going second, okay, guys? So never go first with this deck. Never, ever go first. But these cards are just really great going first. Rivalry Strikes, Dimensional Barrier. They're all just really good against Thunder Dragons and also Pendulums in today's format. So these are cards I put in going first, knowing that my opponent is forcing me to go first. So yeah, that's pretty much it for all the cards I have going first. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Let's go off with a 2-card combo that you guys can actually do with this deck real quick. Okay guys, let's get started with the combos. I'll showcase you guys 2 combos that you guys can actually do with this deck. 1 combo going second and obviously 1 combo going first. So without further ado, let's get started. So first of all, you're gonna normal summon Element Hero Stratos. You're gonna activate Stratos effect. You're gonna search Destiny Hero Malicious directly from your deck to your hand. Send Malicious to the graveyard. Special summon Vision Hero Ferris from your hand. Once Ferris special summon, you're gonna activate Ferris ability to put increase in the spawn trap card zone. So now what you're gonna do is that you're gonna activate Vision Hero increase effect. Tribute the Ferris special summon increase. Once increase is special summon, increase again its ability. Special summon Vision Hero Violent directly from the deck. Once Violent is summoned, Violent gets to dump any hero monster directly from your deck to your graveyard. And the hero monster you're gonna dump is the Element Hero Shadow Mist. Alright, once Shadow Mist sends the graveyard, you're gonna activate Shadow Mist's ability to search the Honest Neos directly from your deck to your hand. Now what you're gonna do is that you're gonna banish Vision Hero Ferris using Vision Hero Violent's ability. Tap Polymerization directly from your deck to your hand. Now what you're gonna do next is you're gonna use Stratos and increase. So you make Cross Crusader. Once Cross Crusader is special summoned, you're gonna activate Cross Crusader's ability to special summon Destiny Hero Malicious from your graveyard. So now what you're gonna do is that you're gonna activate Cross Crusader's effect. Tribute Malicious, tap Destiny Hero Celestial directly from your deck to your hand. What you're gonna do next is that you're gonna banish Malicious from the grave. Special summon the second Malicious directly from the deck. Now what you're gonna do is that you're gonna activate Polymerization. Fusion away the Celestial in your hand, the Vion, and also Malicious. Especially the Vision Hero Trinity. So once Trinity comes out, Trinity becomes 5,000, and you have Honest Needles in your hand, which gives an additional 2,500 boost to Vision Hero Trinity, making this card 7,500 attack, which can attack 3 times on your opponent's monster. So let's say for this scenario, you're facing against Salomon Greats. They have Bailing Sunlight Wolf, attacking to Bailing, they do 7,000, and you're attacking the Sunlight Wolf, and then it's pretty much game, right? So that's a 2-card combo going second. Let's showcase you guys a 2-card combo going first. After the second combo, and like I said, this deck is a go second based deck, so you always want to go second with this deck. Like, you can counterside your opponent knowing that they're forcing you to go first. So if they force you to go first, you want to actually have cards that actually helps you combat going first, right? So you want to side in cards like Rivalry, Dimensional Barrier, and also Solemn Strikes. So if you open up with, Fusion Destiny and Element Hero Soul Soldier, and any one of these trap cards that you sided going first, you pretty much just win the duel, man. So for this scenario, how much you use Rivalry or Warlords? This can be any Floodgate, Solemn Judgment, Solemn Strike, doesn't matter. What you're going to do is that you're going to activate Fusion Destiny. You are going to send Malicious, also Celestial, to special summon Dystopia. Now what you're going to do is that you're going to banish Malicious, special summon the second copy of Malicious from your deck. You're going to link away these 2. Extra Hero Cross Crusader. And once Cross Crusader is link summoned, you're going to activate Cross Crusader's ability, special summon back a Destiny Hero monster from the grave. Now what you're going to do is that you're going to activate Cross Crusader's effect, tribute the Malicious, to add Shadow Mist directly from your deck to your hand. So now what you're going to do is that you're going to normal summon Soul Soldier, activate Soul Soldier's ability, special summon Shadow Mist from your hand, activate Shadow Mist's effect, search a mass change. which is really nice. Cross Crusader and also Soul Soldier. Dread Decimator, really good. And then you just set these 2 cards face down, and then just end your turn. You have 5 heroes in the graveyard. Dread Decimator will be at 3,000, which is really good. Let's say your opponent activates Upstart Goblin, you can just change Mass Change. You make Dark Claw. Shadow Mist is going to trigger its effect. You can search Stratos directly from your deck to your hand, and since they drew a card, you can activate Dark Law's effect to take a card out of their hand. Your Dark Law is at 3,000 because of Dread Decimator's effect. It makes it gain 600 attack, and Dread Decimator will also gain 600 attack, making this card 3,100, which is really good. And on the following turn, you have an OTK with Stratos, searching affairs directly from your deck to your hand. If your opponent summons multiple monsters, like let's say they're playing Pendulums, you can just go activate Robbery of Warlords. 2-card combo leading up into an OTK next turn with Elemental Hero Stratos, which is amazing. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and let me know what your thoughts are about this deck in the comment section below. I love to hear your feedback, and if you guys want to help support the channel, make sure you guys get this awesome Elemental Hero Stratos playmat today. Hit the link in the description box below. That would be absolutely amazing. This is your boy Sam from Team Sam signing out. All right, guys, peace.